Now that we've talked a bit about texture and how to use it as an element of design to enhance our images, let's talk about another technique of composition, or where and how to place the subject within the frame. We've so far talked about filling the frame, placing our subject in a rule of thirds, and how to enhance the subject by choosing a background that adds contrast. Today, we'll talk about how to use a frame within the camera frame itself. And it's exactly what it sounds like. We're already looking through a frame when we look at an image. But if we make another frame inside the image using nature or architecture or anything, it draws the viewer's eyes to whatever is within that other frame. Take this image we've looked at earlier. Yes, the feet pop because of texture and contrast, but we're also drawn to the feet because they are framed by the blue cloth around the legs and the black darkness underneath. And so we can draw the viewer's eye to the subject by using a frame, and frames can be anything. They can be a traditional frame, they can be finding your subject between a wall and a chair, or a frame can be something in nature, such as trees or branches or bushes. These are good framing devices because, one, they often arch and hang low over themselves, giving us a frame for which to put the subject in. In this image, my daughter is being partially framed by the tree that arches over her in the background. Architecture is another great composition device to frame your subject. Doorways are all around us as well and make for great frames, drawing our eyes to the subject. And if for some reason you're at a lack of trees and architecture, use other people. They make great frames as well. And if you find yourself with a lack of people, then try using your subject to frame itself. And sometimes you don't need to try at all. Your subject may, in fact, already be framing themselves. And so whatever frame you find to use, just know that the intention is to bring focus to your subject. And so, what have we learned today? We first talked about the element of design of texture and how you can use it to evoke different emotions and to add contrast and highlight your subject. We also talked about how to compose our pictures by framing them within the frame. So with all those things in mind, go out, look for elements of design and ways to compose your subject, and have fun.